This is the basic layout that I proposed for the module. It's 24 feet long, 20 feet for habitable space, 4 feet for circulation, access to units, the hallway, common areas. It's based on the idea that we have a mass timber floor. This is 4 inches thick, a wooden girder system, a built-up wooden girder system that is based on a 12-inch thick section. And the floor also works as the ceiling plane for the next unit up, so there is no top to the element, to the module. This is the overall structural assembly, and the column is a duplicated element, and I'll just copy one over so you can see it more clearly, with the idea being that it creates a moment connection for the girder, a connection for the wood column. They're slotted into it. You can see the slot up in this area here. I made the column a little bit smaller in the rendering to show this connector a little more clearly. Both the face of the column and this metal plate are in the same plane, and if they were, they wouldn't render correctly. So instead of having to undercut the column, I just made the column a 1/16 of an inch thinner. But these are based on wooden columns being 6 inches deep and 12 inches wide, and then when they're stacked with other ones, they become a 12 by 12 column. So we're going to now look at basically the first part of the detail of the construction, and that's the creation of this column. So I'm going to show you I made a few extra drawings here. Let's look at this in a 3D view. So now we can see the column as it gets connected up to an assembly. This is 2 units together. So we have our mass floor deck here. These are 2 girders for the floor, and this is the 2 girders for the other unit. These are the 2 panels, or the 2 columns back to back. If you look, I've included holes so that these 2 can be bolted together, and there's holes on the top and bottom of this so one unit can be bolted to the other, and that's the reason for this opening here, is to allow access to that. And then the loads are transferred via this either weldment or casting of a ring. So that's the overall layout. We won't go through in a video of how to actually construct it, because it's something you're well capable of doing. I've included a dimension drawing in the whole in the video along with it. A couple of other things we might want to review. Let's see here. I guess it's the idea is that when we're looking at the space between here, we're looking at both the 12-inch girder and the 4-inch floor deck, and that might not be exactly clear here. I've got this set on transparency. Let me change this so it's not transparent. So now you can see let's see if I can rotate this a little bit. So you can see how the floor, the mass timber floor, comes up underneath this plate, leaving this area exposed. So this unit can still be bolted together while this whole assembly is together. I could peel this back to kind of expose this relationship a little better. And this is 2 of these make up this unit, and then these 2 are for the other unit behind it. So like I said, I have included the drawing, and we'll go ahead and make your column up. I'm suggesting how I made the column, but this is really this connector can either be exposed or it could be completely embedded within the mass timber system that you come up with, or the heavy timber system. It's your project. So the connection systems are of your design. This is just a starter concept for you to work with.